Welcome back everyone to another build auto tutorial. Today we've got an advanced one for you. It's going to be a 3 mil Drush FC, and then we're going to be switching into Crossbow. So we're going to get first 6 villagers on sheep, and then we'll be sending the next 4 villagers to wood. It is an advanced build order. There's going to be small things you need to change here and there, and just more actions needed for the eco managing at home. And don't forget as well, you're going to be fighting on the front with your 3 mil Drush. So let's speed things up a little bit, shall we? Okay, 6 villagers on sheep. Now the next 4 villagers will go to wood. I'm going to pick this wood line here. And once you've got your 4th villager to come out, just keep an eye on where your boar is, because your next villager is going to grab your first boar. Make sure you get your headables nice and early if you can. Now you might have just seen that I took a villager from underneath the TC to grab the boar and then replaced that villager for the next villager that came from the TC, and I just done that just so that we can just try and get the boar at the right timing. It comes with a bit of experience and just a bit of a judgment. It just depends how far away your boar is and where it is you've just taken your your sheep. Have you just started taking it with the vills, or you're halfway through, that kind of thing. The next villager after that will be building a house and then also a barracks when you can afford it. And the next villager is going to go to gold to collect 10 gold, and then we'll be going underneath the TC to collect food again. Now the next villager that comes out of the TC will go to the TC food on the boar. We'll build our barracks. We had to drop off a little bit of wood, only a tiny bit, just to get that barracks up on time. And the next villager, as I said, will go to the TC. Now the next villager after that will go to wood. So this villager is coming back with that 10 gold and will go to the boar. Now this villager will continue to be your walling villager and house building villager. So there's that villager to the wood. Now the next villager after this will go to the boar. Now you will need to build another house after the barracks, because it's going to be getting militia. Now this part is a little bit tricky as well. This is where it's a bit more of an advanced one. You're going to need to keep training militia but also villagers at the same time. So you're going to have to make sure you have enough food. You'll have to force drop your villagers from underneath the TC a little bit. We're going to grab the next ball. Now the next 4 villagers will go to the berries. We'll build a mill of course and then go to the berries. Okay, we're going to be starting to get our militias in position, and we would have scouted our opponent by now. Getting a villager and a militia at the same time, and 4 villagers will go to the berries. We'll force drop from the boar so that we can afford that 3rd and last militia that we want before we go forward. Okay, that's the 3rd villager on berries. And we want to build plenty of houses. We'll force drop off a little bit again. Make sure we keep up villager production. We'll grab our scout and the 3 militia to go forward for the 3 mil Drush. Now once you've got 4 villagers on wood, the next villager is going to be a walling villager. So we're going to send the villager out around about here and then continue to wall up your base. Now just beware, the 2 walling villagers, eventually once they've finished their walling job, they will go to drop farms around the TC or the mill, whichever's closer, to be honest. So the next 4 villagers will now go to the new wood line and the new lumber camp here, and don't forget your walling villagers will keep making the rounds and get your base nice and walled up, and your Drush will be going forward around about now as well. And the villagers underneath the TC, once they've taken up the sheep and the herdables, they'll go to a straggler tree and start to drop farms. So you've got 10 villagers here on the TC, you've got the 2 walling villagers, so you'll eventually drop down 12 farms, enough to get yourself up to Feudal Age and Castle Age of course. Let's speed things up. We're going to get the 4th villager out very soon to the wood line. Now once we've got the 4th one out, the next 4 villagers will go to gold, start to drop farms, and you'll build your mining camp for the gold of course. Once you've clicked the 4 villagers for the gold, you'll get loom and then click up to Feudal Age. Keep dropping farms as soon as you can afford it. It's really important that you drop the farms as soon as you can afford it. It might be a bit tricky when you're fighting up at front, but the sooner you do the farms, the quicker you can get up to Feudal Age. We may need to drop off a little bit here, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got loom, and we're going to drop off the food from the farms and the berries, and we'll be clicking up to feudal in no time. There we are, we're up to researching Feudal Age. Now at this point you've got a bit of time. If your Drush is still alive, now's the time to really make use of it and create some havoc. Ideally you'd like to push a deer or two, but if you can't, it's not a big deal. You know, I've just shown you how you can do it without any eco bonus civ and without pushing any deer. But if you can push a deer or two, that'd be pretty cool. But of course it just depends how easy you find your starting resources and how quickly you can do it. Okay, so the next 2 villages from the TC after you hit feudal go to gold. Don't forget, once you're running out of berries, these villages will go to wood, and you'll take 2 villages preemptively to start, you know, getting in position to build your archery range and blacksmith as soon as you hit feudal age. There we are. Well on target here. 2 new villages to gold, and what you'll do with these villages, one will go to gold once these buildings are done, and the other villager will build houses and continue to extend your base and drop a second archery range and continue to build houses, because you'll need houses for sure. So we're going to get double bid axe as well after clicking up to Castle Age, and of course the gold mining upgrade too when we can afford it. There's double bid axe coming in, gold mining upgrade coming in, and second archery range being put down. Getting fletching, we're queuing up a villager, and we're going to start with the archer production, soon to be crossbow of course. We're also getting horse collar as well, which is kind of optional, but it's quite nice to have. And we're getting the armor upgrade as well. So there we are, we've hit Castle Age, so we've got lots of eco upgrades, we've got double bid axe, we've got the gold mining upgrade, we've got horse collar, we're getting crossbowman now, we're getting bodkin as well, and double archery range production. So incredibly strong. This village is continuing to build houses, really strong build order. So from here you've got a couple of options. You can be quite aggressive, which is what I like to do, is to go for a forward siege workshop when you can afford it, university for ballistics, and don't forget also bow saw, very important as soon as you can afford that. And the other approach as well, depending on the scenario, is you could think about dropping TCs into a boom, but again, depends what civ you're using, what matchup you're against, and what what's happened so far in the game. If you're interested in other build order guides, check out this one. You've got 19 population arch rush with Britons on the left here. You can click on that end card screen and that'll take you to that video. Or if you're interested more in the fast castle type approach, why not think about Khmer with 13 minutes castle age with 1 stable knights with bloodlines. Incredibly fast, incredibly strong, perfect for maps like Hideout. But give it a go. Check it out, see what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and hopefully guys, see you in the next video.